swayed many black people.
Yes.
Don't.
Raven, move back. Let me see your nut.
This historic legacy.
So for example, right?
And they tend to be the successful ones, in my humble opinion.
Well,
Because they're focusing on the future, they're being positive, they're not dwelling in the past.
Now,
they're saying, I've got ability, I've got capability, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to be at the top of my field.
Do those people come back and try to fix the communities they're from?
Well, that's another question. They should do. They should do all they can to help.
Now, what I'm saying is,
Well, that's
for
my
me,
view. Other people might say, no, it's got nothing to do with
well,
it.
that's my problem I'm trying to fix, because I'm saying it's all holistic. It's all connected to that same concept that happened many years ago. And it's much deeper than we're saying.
Do you know, a few years ago, I was on a train from Paddington to Slough.
Yeah.
And it was quite a crowded train. And I was standing in the sort of lobby sort of section. And there was a young black lad. And then there was an older black guy. The older black guy was clearly drunk, I would say. And he was swagging around and he was talking to this young lad. And the young lad looked awkward. And this black guy was basically, in my view, being very racist and saying, you know, he wasn't. In his words, I can't remember his precise words, but he was being innately, bluntly racist towards white people. And he said, you know, you're never going to be successful because these bastards are still enslaving us. And that sort of narrative, in a drunken, silly way on the train. That guy got off at the next stop. And the young lad, the young black lad, looked at me like really embarrassed. And this lad, he must have been about 15 or 16, something like that. And I said to him, you are capable of doing whatever you want to do. Don't listen to a word that just said to you. You be your own person. You will be capable. You'll have great skills. You've got great skills. You go ahead and do what you want to do. Don't listen to that. As I said, if you listen to that, if you dwell on what that man just told you, you will never go anywhere. But I'm thinking that you might disagree with what I said then, and actually that lad should be focusing on what that silly old fool was saying to him. Because that silly old fool was just sowing negativity, rather than encouraging that lad to go ahead and be strong and study.
The fact that he was a drunkard is the problem.
Yeah, but what he was saying, I could say he was saying in a drunk, silly way, maybe a bit of what you're saying.
Well, I'm thinking for structure, right? So how do you have structure? How do you look at the masses of black people who might not be doing well to get them to actually do it? I say structure. You have to have a purpose and a cause.
Good education, the office.
But what I'm saying is, what kind of education? The education I'm pushing for is recognizing the past to make sure it never repeats again, and showing unity to make sure that there's a progression of youth. So for example, you might get 20 well-to-do black athletes or black bankers. But if they go and they marry Europeans, they never come back to the community, then what value does it matter?
Who do they marry?
Well, what I'm trying to tell you now is like how communities work, right? If you leave the community,
I agree. I disagree. You just said.
I think it does, Steve.
They go away and marry white Europeans. And you see, I get a hard time from the real far right. You know, often I'm accused of being far right. The far right give me a hard time because to me, when we all, this is a crass way of saying it, when we all end up cappuccino, the world will be a better place. I think race mixing is a good thing. I think, we can just look around us. You're one yourself. I think I might be wrong, but there is an increasing proportion of British society that admits race. That is good, I think, and that's a positive direction because it is removing one area of difference.
Do you agree, Raven?
I disagree.
So I think race mixing
I like
is
it.
good. Biologically, it's strong. I mean, it is literally the same with cats and dogs. Pure inbreds are unhealthy. They're mad. They have less stable minds.
That's
not good. That's not
Mixed
good.
race people.
Steve.
Healthier, psychologically stronger.
I want to hear Raven's view on this.
We don't want to protect racial purity. It's a silly, crazy.
No. So what I'm saying is, in order for you to actually go and find love, you first have to have self-love, right?
Yeah.
And one of the challenges we face in the community is many black people don't have self-love. So
Self-love is about you as an individual, not about the clan.
Let him finish, Steve.
Like I said, and one of the challenges we face is many black people don't like being black. Right?
Really?
Yes, well you would know because you're not black, but I'm black, so I can tell you.
Maybe there are some white people that don't like being black.
And you have to fix it. Now,
some people probably think I am, but I'm
maybe,
not.
but you should fix that, and I will try to stop it. What I'm saying is, so to make sure that a person has self-love. Many of the people you find are looking outside of the black community for love because they're trying to fix that self-hatred. So I need to make sure that they have self-love when they're looking for
There are people that you go as far as say they have self-hate.
Of course.
Why do you think they've got that self-hate?
Well, you might not want to speak about it, but this...
I'm asking you.
Well,
I guess I do.
Well, I'm going very last response. It all stems from the slavery. It all stems from how you feel what happened in that process. And then the people who were enslaved, what they passed down, because there was an education. So after slavery was broke, they still maintained the verbal abuse that came from the slave master. So they'll still say that whites are superior, blacks are inferior, dark skin is ugly, light skin is ugly.
So do we agree that we should get people out of that mindset?
Well, that's what I'm doing. But I'm not doing it on your terms, I'm doing it on black terms. No, it does matter. Because
You're focusing everything.
what you're doing is talking over the... Well, no, what I'm saying... No, what I'm saying is generally, when it comes to being dominated, you have to set the pace. Meaning, a European can't call you rubbish and stupid, and then they go, you're not rubbish and stupid. And they go, yes, the European said that was rubbish, so I'm not rubbish. The European says I'm good, so I'm good. You just have to do it for yourself. So right now, I shouldn't necessarily talk about Europeans. That's what I'm talking about is Africans, or black people, right? So my thing is, how can I make black people look black people? So if you want to talk about miscegenation, a mixing and stuff, you can do that. But that's not in my vocabulary, because my thing is to make black people love black people. That's not saying that Europeans are not good, but I'm saying there is a value in black people loving black people to look at black issues.
Can I give you a counter-example to that model of how communities work, Raven? So, for example, the Jewish community kind of has some sort of in-group preference. You know, there are lots of Jews who say, "Oh, you should marry in rather than marry out," but they do also. I think they have also kind of benefited from where they have married out, and then they kind of bring the sort of person that they've married. They kind of bring them and their offspring to sort of bring up feeling I'm fully a Jew, I'm like totally Jewish, and so they haven't diluted their community to a detriment. So do you think that's something that could be replicated, or
so
how do you
right
account
now,
for that?
There's no black person who I see who marries out of a black community. Whoever they marry, they bring back to the black community to benefit black community. Most of the time, if you ever, so for example, if you have a rich athlete who's a millionaire, once he marries into the European community, he pretty much is part of the European community.
He's departed. He's left.
Well, yeah, by his own choices, not through our choices.
What if a white woman marries a black guy and is part of the black community?
Well, what will happen is she'll have to demonstrate that she's about black belt. She'll have to demonstrate that she's about black belt, meaning that she's going to take a rich black person and use his wealth to build something. Okay, well, usually you normally marry someone because they do love. But you want
Many people, poor people get married.
Well, from the context I'm talking about is the people who try to change, who have the ability to change society, and those are the richer and wealthy.
They have a disproportionate effect.
Well, it depends. Like, it depends who you're trying to talk about. I'm talking about like actual tangible stuff.
Something else might be known. Can you not even imagine, by chance, falling madly deeply in love with a white woman?
No.
Yes, you can,
Whether
Raven.
you're single or whether you're married.
Oh, no, what does the devil think?
Whatever, but
You.
You're so absolute about it.
No. So
It might happen one day. What would you
There is. Watch it.
No,
Leon, watch it.
it
Watch
wouldn't
it.
happen.
Damn devils, man.
You resist it, you fight it, the feeling started.
Women are beautiful.
All of them, not well, many of them.
Well, the way I say it, all women, whether they're Asian, European, like, they're made to be beautiful, right? This is how as a man we would see things. But to love someone is more than love. I mean, it's more than physical. It comes from structure. And for me, the love of me wanting to fix damages in my community is a great thing, and that's something that I want to share with my partner.
You can't give a
So,
view on.
so it's something that I want to resonate with. So there might be a black woman who doesn't care about fixing black people. So I will stop her to love her because while I'm doing my everyday work, she's like, "What are you doing? Why don't you just come and
Never say that.
Well, maybe. What I'm saying is this, right? So, from my understanding, most Europeans are not necessarily going to be about helping black people. They're going to be about. What I'm saying saying is, if I'm trying to train black people how to do themselves, I'm looking very, very ignorant and very peculiar to turn up with a European when there's so many women, black women out there. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, does that mean that Europeans are ugly? No, Europeans can have the capacity to be attractive, but it has nothing to do with marriage. Marriage is so much more deeper than just lust, whether you believe that or not.
That's like saying you could never fall in love and never marry someone of a different political view. Remainer can't marry a Brexiteer.
Yeah, these are possible. What I'm saying is,
I think that's
A Remainer?
You're limiting love
yes,
to your political view.
of course, 100%.
I can read with that.
Another choice,
Love is
I'm not asking. No.
love is
What about men? What about men?
I
What
think
about them all the men?
Behave, Leon.
Leon coming on some homo
more
stuff.
than just
Love can be on anything.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
You could happen to cross paths with a white woman with a completely different mindset, and you might be bowled over and be.
Yes, Raven, give it a try, brother.
I'm not saying that. No, I can look at a European woman and go, that's a very attractive.
You said it's not just about lust, is it? It's
Yeah,
beauty, skin deep.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, here's how it works, right? You have to get to know someone and back and forth before you can love
Yeah.
someone.
You can have back and forth
Yeah.
with a white
Yeah.
European woman.
Yes, but the back and forth, where's
I
it
knew
going?
you'd like that, yeah.
The back and forth will have to go like how
Both ways.
You know, what are you willing to do to benefit my community? What am I willing to do to benefit your
The
community?
she marries you, not your community. I suppose that's what would be wrong. She has to marry your community, not
No,
just you.
she has to marry me, but she has to be part of the work that's going to make our community better, because our community has suffered so much, and it will never change if people like myself don't exist. If people like myself don't exist, every negative, bad thing you ever
You're
see,
dwelling on that.
it's not
Dwelling
dwelling.
on the past.
I'm glad you said that.
Rather than focusing on the future.
I'm glad you said that, because what I am doing is to focus on the future. Because if no
By
action-
dwelling on the past.
No, by observing the past and making actions to change it. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with a lot of what you're saying.
How can I change
I
something?
mean,
if
there
I
might
don't
be
know?
details, like the degree or how we imagine that might play out in difference, but in principle,
I'm actively recognizing
it's a coherent
people
worldview.
who identified as black people have gone through an experience that have left them in a condition where they are not competing at the level they could be.
Some of them are, and they don't
Yes,
have the
but,
same mindset.
but hold on,
So
don't.
therefore, to me, that proves it's about the mindset.
Well, hold on. Some
not the
people,
historical heritage.
in my observation, if a black person is doing well for themselves, but they do absolutely nothing for the black community, then they're unworthy of this conversation, because they'll just be amalgamated into another community, and all their benefits will go elsewhere. And the only benefit that we will get is symbolic benefits. Like, look, there's a black person doing well. Yay!
Raven, can I ask a question? You have you want to prioritize, black people marrying each other. If you tell people that marrying out is a sort of less good thing than
I'll
marrying
never say
in,
that. I'll never say that.
are you kind of recommending it, or are you advising it to other black
I'm
people?
saying that there is a value in black betterment to marry a black person. There is a
Okay.
value, and the value is you understand that the black woman directly has been through so much trauma, and one of the best solutions for her is love. And right now, before you can love other people, you have to love your own people, right?
You are literally saying every black
But
person.
what if the ramifications of you saying that are that black people who have married someone of another race feel like
you've
they've
asked me
done
that
something
before.
wrong, or that they're being
asked me
sort
that
of
before.
criticised for their judgments? Is there a possibility that spreading this kind of message could make people feel like got at or attacked in some way?
No, because the way I say things is love has no colour, and I wasn't there when these things happened. So if you had married a European or a non-African, non-black person, you can still practice black betterment in different activities. You wouldn't practice it in the activity of marriage, because you're not practicing black betterment in marriage. You can practice it in economics, in social, not in the activity. But one thing is, I must never mistreat black people for making it.
I want that story on the camera.
But I have to try to get through them. And in order for black men to work, there must be a value for black men loving black women and vice versa.
Okay.
There's always going to be certain, like I believe that black people are collectively compromised and collectively inferior. And being part of this concept, meaning that you are always going to look at non-black people as better looking. So I suspect that when you have that kind of mentality, you're naturally going to pick a non-black person and black people, hands down. So, but I'm trying to fix that really. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. And another sort of question that just occurred to me is that what you're trying to do is sort of change mindsets or even change culture. In the olden days, kind of culture would change either by rapidly changing technological circumstances or top-down enforcement by a ruler or a king or a pope or something. What are the vectors what are the means that you're going to try and use to change culture?
So
what's effective?
What's fortunate about black people collectively is you can have a music in say America or Zimbabwe, and they might shake their bottom a certain way, and give full weeks, every black person is shaking their bottom a certain way, right? So what I'm saying is black betterment is symbolic to shaking your bottom a certain way. And I'm now on camera shaking my bottom a certain way, hoping that every black person shakes their bottom a certain way. You see?
So not literally using music, but you just mean that, like, you think sort of black people kind of copy each other more?
So right now I'm useless, right? See, right now I'm in a low state of uselessness. But in my useless state, I might say one thing very useful. And someone on in the internet world who has much more reach than me might be, you know what, that guy actually makes some sense. I'm going to use my platform to promote that philosophy.
Yeah, I didn't mean it in like a kind of what are you personally doing type of way. I mean like if you suppose someone had the means, what would be the effective ways to?
So it would be like your lifestyle. So for example, we just talked about marrying Europeans. I would want the rappers and the actors and all to actually go and talk about the love they have for their black sisters. Like, isn't it amazing? And actually like make that to make movies, and in the movies you see beautiful black men and beautiful black women come together and having beautiful families and making that trendy. So now,
don't see that.
I don't see it enough consistently. And once that happens, then that becomes a norm. Like looking at that, yeah. So once you have the norm, when you're picking your wife, it's more on an equal playing field. Like I understand the values of black betterment, or I don't want to do it, but I understand that I have a choice now rather than I'm chasing non-black people because I have those.
How, I mean, you might not have familiarity with this other community, so you might not be able to comment, but it's kind of different communities, especially when they're living as sort of diaspora in another sort of majority community country. They kind of think about their position in society and what kind of problems are afflicting them and their mindsets and that sort of thing. And so there, for example, like East Asian people, you kind of like have some sort of similar questions running through their mind, like. And so, I mean, this is going to sound like broad brush strokes and like kind of annoying stereotypes, but like I know there are, for example, in America, kind of members of East Asian people who sort of think, okay, we've got a good community in some ways. We have like good education and we're doing well economically, but still there's this image problem where kind of they aren't showing kind of Asian people in like a kind of masculine light, and whereas kind of like, and they might look at kind of black people being portrayed in a masculine light and maybe in a more confident light, and they see these portrayals as like a benefit, and so kind of I know, would you prefer to be in the situation where kind of maybe your community's economic means were more secure, but perhaps your image was kind of like a bit less secure than it is now, or are you happier kind of, which would you prefer to be, do you think?
Before I answer that, I would say that you might be inaccurate in how you're describing the image of the black person, because I don't see the media necessarily describing the black person as this kind of like alpha male looking after his family, dominant. I usually see stereotypical stuff like over-aggressive, not real love for the woman. If they would have their choice, they wouldn't necessarily pick a black woman, they pick another woman, right? This is not productive for black people. This is
Unfortunately, it can be a
this could be the same equivalent of when some Italians were very upset that the only time you saw them was in gangster movies. And like, and people, but it's very macho, it's very strong. Like, no, shooting people and stuff like that isn't really upholding our culture. So I would say the only way to tackle that is by black people holding media and doing moving concepts and stories that actually are more rounded. So you see families, you see farmers, you see whatever, right? Rather than whatever the European director or whoever director producers say, this is what we need to have, this is how we want black people to represent themselves. So, but saying that, I will respect the Asian person who tried to change that narrative to be more than just come to people, a brainwash or whatever it is that they take. And also, there's the issue with the Asian community, for example. There's many operations being done on the eyes to be more European. This is a problem. Like you have Asians who have a very distinctive eye group, which is only seen in Asia and maybe the San people in Africa, and yet they are trying to change that to look like European. Just like you have Africans with very particular distinctive hairstyles, and they're trying desperately to look not like the opposite of that, or European or whatever. So this is showing you that this kind of way of thinking is quite widespread. So that's why people like me have to dedicate, or the Chinese equivalent, or the East Asian equivalent, have to stop these women and men from getting these operations or marrying out or just doing Kung Fu everything. Although I do love Kung Fu, but they're more than just Kung Fu artists. So that's why I do what I do.
The one other question that kind of occurred to me is that you talked before the camera started about like what you saw as kind of what things might be like in 50 years. Like, sometimes it's useful when you think about the country to kind of compare it to another country. There are other countries which are kind of more racially diverse than this country, like in the Middle East or Africa, like lots of different ethnic groups living in the same country where none has the super majority or none has the majority at all. I know if there was kind of a multiracial society that you thought that's trying for that, what was the closest example?
Well, that's the question I haven't necessarily what is I think what's that country? What are they called? They're in the Indian Ocean, and Mauritius. I think Mauritius, because I think they represent Buddhist holidays, Buddhism, Islam, Hindu, and I think, they all get along.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, that's what I understand. I can be more building. And I don't think superiority or supremacy is a necessary factor there.
Do you think that they get along because each community is kind of very insularly focused, or do they get along because they maybe focus less on community than or their own racial group, and it matters less to them than in other countries?
So for example, the only reason why, to me, racial grouping is important is because the dominant society dominated with that reality, and the only way to fix it is to focus on it to fix it. It's the only way. I always give the analogy like, if we are here and we are called the Speaker's Corner crew, and people run towards us with axes and they go, we're going to kill the Speaker's Corner crew, we might not identify as being the same, but we know that there are people there who are trying to kill us, so it makes sense for us to come together to tackle the axe-wielding Speaker's Corner killers to save ourselves. And for me, black people in battle
in war, that obviously makes sense.
Makes sense, yes. Well, what I'm saying is, it is a kind of war, because when you have no power, you're always relying on yourself. Well, I would disagree. I would say
You don't think you as an individual
no, I don't think any power that can actually really have great kind of like change.
what would have to change, or what would it look like for you to think that you do have power?
So right now, what will have to happen is all black people, or a higher majority of black people, have to be synchronized. Meaning, we have black people we have black people who want black men for black people. So everything we do is based on black activity. So when we write a book, it's about black stuff. We make a play, it's about black stuff.
What world we want to be in? Everyone just focuses on
No.
Raven's coming up like Umar Johnson, boy.
So you as a European, I cannot tell you what to do. So for example, some people might find that women have been mistreated through men historically, right? And it's necessary for women to come together to work on women's issues. That doesn't mean that men should come together on men's issues. It just means because men have been dominating, it makes sense for them to fix this.
But it also means that women don't have to fight for women's rights on their own. Men should do it with.
Well, what I'm saying is there are
You
certain.
were saying that.
Well, no. So
Amateur shit, man.
self-determination is valuable.
Is it?
Meaning black people working on black issues is more important than black people working everyone on black issues.
It's the same apply to gender.
What's saying because I'm male, I can dictate to a female how they want to run their craft. The female says, you know what? As females, we want men to be with us every step of the way. I will support them. If they say, as females, we want to be separated in these things, I will support them. So I'm saying the dominated people have to make the choice. Does that make sense? So right now, like, if black people decide to work on black issues, it's not going to affect white people hardly. Yeah, you're going to do what you're doing, right? So I don't know why it would be an issue. I'm saying no.